Hey, Atticon. What's going on?
Oh my god. I just got off the phone. My cousin Dee's.
He's nuts.
They died in a car accident. Drunk driver blindsided them. You insensitive prick.
Oh my god. Atticon, I'm so sorry. I thought...
Well, you thought wrong. Show some humanity every once in a while.
You're right. I'm sorry.
All of this right off the heels of my nephew Mike catching leukemia.
Mike? You've never mentioned him before either.
Yeah? Well, how do you mic my nuts in your face? Don't even try that shit in my house.
Uh, okay, there we go. Fuck. Yeah, it's not a stream if there's no stuff. Hope everyone's doing all right. I just, thank you for the, anniversary wishes and stuff. It's not like, okay, my anniversary, I always forget when it is. It's July or something like that. But I'm doing it now just to, you know, start the tradition of just doing it. And also this year is like 10 years that I've been doing art for a living. So it's you know, it's a lot of things together. So yeah. I brought some food. I've been waiting to eat it you know, here while I answer some questions and stuff. Just take it chill. I got my Coke, I got my Taco Bell, and I also got some like Doritos. So we're just gonna chill. And I see Leia. Thank you for coming, Leia. Appreciate you showing up. So yep, I'm pretty psyched. Today was like a long day. Well, let's go to the living room. Actually, today was like a pretty long day because I was I started late. Potato woke me up super early, and then I went to the gym, and then I just spent most of the day apartment hunting and just like sending requests and stuff. Because like finding apartments in France is like really hard if you're not living there. And so yeah, it's not the easiest. But here we are. Let's see if you can hear this. Ooh, nice fizz. If you get the reference, MRAs. I'm moving to Paris in October. All right. I just got one big burrito. Like, I didn't really want to eat that much. I don't burritos, so I think that's enough. Hot sauce, but not. Yeah. It's coming up quick. Luckily my brothers live there, so if worst case scenario, I can just crash at their place, right? It's not a big deal. All right, this is gonna be a mess. So, all right, you guys can like I did a marshmallow for like asking questions, but you guys can ask whatever. Okay, so I'll just answer some questions while I eat. Let me just open this packet. So, but if you guys have any questions, like the AMA portion, you can just ask. My face is gonna. They destroyed this burrito. So the first question, I only got 2 questions, so it's fine. So the first question is, hey Ross, thank you for creating the things that you create. I love your work, and I love Roz-Kun's mommy love. Thank you. Appreciate it. The big question is, why horses? Okay, so I get that a lot. Like, why horses specifically? The thing is, like, I can't really answer that because it's just like the animal that I clicked with, to be quite honest. Like, being like candid for a second, like it was just an animal that I clicked with. I like horses. I think they're cute. They're silly. I don't know. It's like when we asked my grandmother like why she likes elephants, and she's like she can't answer it. She's like her entire house is just full of like elephant dolls and stuff like that. And like everything they get her has to have a horse. And when I was little, so like the brand Polo, Ralph Lauren has like a horse. I was like, oh, I want that. Like Ralph Lauren is like one of my favorite brands, specifically just because of the polo. But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think just horses are great. I'm not like super like knowledgeable of like everything horse. I just like them, normal, like a normal person. Like I just like I think they're cool. In your anniversary poster, I see you and another person. Is that your sister? So yeah. That's the female counterpart to Roz-Kun. The way that I decided to handle it is that it's his twin sister. So they're just twins. Like a yin and yang thing. So that's kind of the way I'm going about it. Because I want to keep you like. Normally, I use her for like not safe for work stuff, but moving forward, when I like eventually like exit the not safe for work space, I want to keep using her. So I'm like kind of slowly introducing. And yeah. Let me scroll up a little bit. Is there any lore about Roz-Kun? I mean, the lore is basically he's just some guy that is trying to find his place, and that's kind of it. I kept my lore simple. Like some people have like crazy lore, and I'm like, he's just a guy. That's it. I went like the different approach that most VTubers do, or like streamers in general. Like I'm just taking like the simplest approach because I just want to like do whatever when I want. Like if I want to put Ross in space at one point, like I don't really have to explain why he's in space or something like that. So, let's see here. Hey Ross, I honestly wasn't expecting.
Unfortunately for
I'm
you,
glad they're okay.
However, you are maidenless.
Yeah, Me parece genial que después de tantos años tengas proyectos actuales y futuros. Yep. Gracias. Yeah. Like, you know, when I started doing art, I kind of didn't really have like I wanted to do this, do that, but I wasn't really sure. But I've determined that I like games, and I want to start doing comics again. But like I have to find a balance because right now I'm focused on making the game part, and eventually, like, I don't know, like I just want to make merch and stuff like stuff that's my own. Like eventually, I don't want to do commissions as much for a living, but you know, sometimes you just gotta have to do things, and you know, that'll be me for a couple years until like everything's like sorted on that end. Have you seen the Sonic 3 trailer yet? I liked it. I saw it. That I can't see it on stream because that'll definitely get me. But it surprised me that Keanu Reeves was like Shadow. What is one category? Like the Keanu Reeves. Like when I heard him, was like, is that fucking Keanu Reeves? Because I saw someone like trolling about like Keanu. Like I thought it was like a joke, but it is him, and like it kind of fucking fits him like a lot. Not because like Keanu Reeves is like the nicest guy out there, and he has had like his life has been like a little sad, but he's like such a like a nice dude. What is one category that you don't like doing, like in art? In art, like you mean like commissions and stuff like that? Not safe for work. Yeah, I don't like anything that's like NTR related or anything that's rough. Like I built my entire brand on being like cute, like nice and like romantic and that kind of stuff, and I intend to keep it that way whether like I stay in not safe for work or not. I typically don't like doing stuff that's like rough or whatever. Like I'm not like a good example is like I respect Asanagi as an artist, like if you know who they are, but I do not like their dojins at all. Like some people that do like for example, Thick with a Q, I like their art, but I do not like what they draw, like the content of what they draw, because all of it is like abuse, non-con, and all that kind of stuff. That's like I'm not like shaming anybody for liking that stuff. I just personally it's not my thing, and I do like just being like a little bit more vanilla and a little bit more like because I don't typically like working on things that are kind of negative or have like a negative point to them. Like I just working on things that are more positive. That's kind of it. Like I just want wholesome things. That's like a hand holding and that kind of stuff. As for the marshmallow, it was in Japanese, so I didn't really look at it. Yeah, I'm like I don't know. But if you want a question, here you go. Do you have vague travel plans after you're settled? I'm gonna travel internally in Paris, like not Paris, in France. And then the next country I want to visit, I want to go north. I'm not interested in Spain and Italy at the moment because it's like everybody does that. I want to go to Poland, Norway, and all those places, Netherlands. I'm also very interested in like World War II. Like I really, really, really like the history of World War II. And I want to like visit Hitler's bunker. I want to go to Normandy and all this kind of stuff. Are you going to update your outfit model? Yes. So I want next year, my plan is to work on my model. I want to draw like a new one. I have one that I started, and I might honestly just pick it up again, or like I might start from scratch again or whatever. Like I have to like go back and like reorient myself with like cutting for Life 2D. I'm not gonna animate it, but I will potentially like rig like I will like I'll make the model and then I'll have someone else rig it and like animate it and stuff, because I can't do that. Like I want someone that's good at doing that specifically to do it. What made you want to become an artist? I think hold on. So what made me become an artist was like I like drawing. Like as a kid, you draw a lot, right? Like you pick up a fucking coloring, like a crayon, and you just like scribble the fucking house with the parents and stuff like that. Whatever. But I think like as cliche as it sounds, I started like I think anime was just like the one thing where like I was seeing like obviously like comics were kind of a little hard to come by where I live, so I didn't get as much access to it. So granted, like if I had exposure to like Batman early, like I mean obviously I saw Batman and stuff growing up, but like if I had more exposure to comic books and stuff like that, I think I would have probably been like a different artist. But um I had like there was so much exposure like in terms of like Dragon Ball, Shaman King and stuff. And I mean sadly like the creator is like a fucking creep and like, you know, uh like convicted of like, you know, one of the worst things you could possibly do. But you know, Rurouni Kenshin or Samurai X was like one of the things where like it inspired me to like be an artist and tell stories. Um and you know, it was like the defining thing where like I I want to do that. Like I want to do that specifically, not and like Final Fantasy VII like was another of the things that I was like you know obsessed with like growing up and stuff. So much so that like when I was in high school, they had us present like a plan for like a business, and what I did was like, oh, like I did one of the cringiest things ever, which was like, oh, we're gonna do a sequel to Final Fantasy VII, and I came up with like a whole business plan and like a bunch of characters that would basically like, you know, when you make children for like characters that already exist, they're just like the color swaps or like a combination of just like the parents like clothing. That's basically what I did, but I had like and that shit's lost. I don't know what exactly the story was, but I had everything broken down in like a PowerPoint and stuff. And I had like not necessarily like a structured business plan, but I was like, okay, well, there's this, there's that. We're gonna do this. And then a year after, um, I had played Star Ocean 3, and then I was like, oh, I want to make a game like Star Ocean, and then I came up with like a sci-fi a scenario where there was like a planet where it was like a planet that had like the north part had like a lot of acid rain, and it was like in constant like flux of chaos and stuff like that, and then there was like the continent that was like safe and everyone was happy and stuff, and they were constantly at war with each other. um, and doing character design and writing stories was like the thing that pushed me to like just make stuff where like I knew that I wanted to do something that's creative that I can share with people, whether it's like a like the best thing ever or not. I didn't really care. I just wanted to make stuff that that people enjoyed, because I remember like making my comics as a kid and just like showing my friends and just being like them like laughing and enjoying it and stuff, like not laughing at like how bad it is. It's just like the silliness of some things, and like because I like a lot of like the comics that I made as a kid were mostly jokes. Like they weren't like supposed to be like, they had some serious moments, but they were mostly supposed to be like references and like jokes and stuff like that. And like seeing people like enjoy that stuff is like the thing that I carry with me throughout the most of my life. Um and I discovered that I just like making characters, and like I might not be like the best artist out there at the moment, like I was envisioning as a kid, but I just enjoy like just making things, and I think I'm decent at telling stories and making characters to a certain degree. Um, and that's this kind of like what like like just keeps me going. And to a detriment, sometimes I just can't stop thinking about making new characters and stuff like that. Um, you know what? Let's put some music on, because I do want to chat a little bit. So let's put let's see. Chill Nintendo music. I don't have my headphones in, so I can't really hear anything. I'm eating and I don't really like eating my headphones in. Here we go. Is that better? All right, so let's see, another question. Would you go back and play older Final Fantasy games? I still have not played 6. I do intend on playing 6. I bought it from the Final Fantasy collection. I have played Final Fantasy 4, and it's one of my favorites. I really like it. 8, I really like. Most people shit on 8, but I really like it. It's like I can see the game that it could have been, and I just like it on face value, like. And I think Squall is like one of the best characters, like one of the coolest characters ever. And you know, I'm a dork, so. 10 is fun. I like 10. I beat it. It's a really good game. I remember my uncle played it. He beat it, and then he's just like, "Hey, do you want to play this?" And I gave it a shot. 12, I had the limited edition collection. I started it, and then I just never continued it. I even had like the DVD that comes with it and stuff. But 12, I just never. I don't know. Like it started cool, and I was like, "Oh, I want to continue playing it." But it's one of those things where like I had it at the very end of the PlayStation 2's life. But I got a PS3, and then like it was the one that just wouldn't play PS2 titles, so I was just like, fuck it. And then I played Star Wars Dark Forces, or whatever it's called, the one with the really edgy guy. Final Fantasy 1 I've played and beaten. Final Fantasy 2 I have not. 3 I haven't either. 5 is kind of like the forgotten one, but I do need to, like, a lot of the 8-bit titles I really want to. I think it would be cool if you played RuneScape again. Yeah, here's the thing, like, I would say 3 more than 5. 3 isn't as forgotten because in Final Fantasy 14 you have some raids that are entirely about Final Fantasy 3 with the Cloud of Darkness. So I don't know. I played a lot of Dissidia when it came out, and it got me really interested in like all of the Final Fantasies. 13 I played like 13-1. I skipped 2 because it just looked like shit. And then I played Lightning Returns, which is so much better than Final Fantasy, like the first one. But I just like, it's all right. Like the problem with Final Fantasy 13 is that it was poorly handled. They took like what made Final Fantasy successful, and like they were trying to do something different, but the game like gets good at the end when like it gets to the open world, and you're like, what the fuck? Where was this the whole game? Like it's an entire hallway, like all throughout the game, and then you get to like the final section where there's like missions to do, like hunting and stuff like that, and you're like, why the fuck did I have to sit through like 30 hours of like just shit before you get to like the ending and it's like good? So I don't know. I like The premise was weird. But Lightning Returns is so much better. I like Lightning Returns. It's a good game. Forgot that there's another question on Marshmallow. Okay, so here's a question from, like, the last question from Marshmallow. I really enjoy your art streams. Have been following you for a long while now. Thank you. Have you ever considered doing art tutorial videos or once in a while work one-on-one with fellow artists to help them improve or provide critiques on stream and stuff? On the topic of, like, tutorials, I'm not very good at explaining myself sometimes. And I think there's, like, you have guys like Mark Renee and, like, all those people that where, like, I derive my information from. So I don't think I can be confident about doing tutorials. I can, however, like, I've done, like, videos where, like, I invite, like, a friend and I help them with their art. I've done 2 of those. One I did with Angelina Kumalo, and the other one I did with my friend Haru Blossom. Those were really fun streams. And I do like helping people. I legitimately like helping people with their art. I think, like, me, like, because the thing is, like, I'm not necessarily, like, technically a technical genius, but I can see, like, the things where, like, people can look at, and I can tell them, like, you should look at someone that's better, that knows about this specific thing, but I know that this is an issue, and here's how you can fix it. That I'm good at. That I can do. And I've been considering doing another stream where people can submit their pieces for critique, and I can just, like, look at them on stream and stuff like that, and, like, but people have to be very specific about the thing that they want to improve, because I can't just look at a piece and be like, yeah, the anatomy's off. Like, my own anatomy is, like, off. Like, my advice on that would be just, like, use a reference and start learning how to construct your, like, your bodies. It's like, it would have to be, like, something to the effect of, you know, like, hey, my coloring sucks in this regard. How can I improve it? And then I can be like, okay, well, here's the thing. You're not taking into consideration the light. You have to think about these things. Here's some artists that you can look at that work really well with the light and all these kinds of things. Or, like, if you, like, that stuff I do like doing. And I do know that people enjoy those streams. So, again, all this, I prefer doing it when I move, because right now I'm, like, literally just focused on, like, pumping out art and making money and stuff, because I'm moving, and so, like, I want to have enough money for, like, the deposit of the apartment, and then when I move, my plan is to what's it called, like, you know, get a cry cut, get a printer, and then, like, start like making merch and, like, have my own website where you guys are going to be able to buy from me directly and stuff like there's a lot of stuff that I want to do, and, like, I'm trying to take, like, the first thing is, like, I need to get there. So then I, like, so for me it's hard to plan streams when streaming is, like, a hobby, and so at the moment, like, I need to set my priorities, but I do want to do those kinds of streams. It's just that at the moment for me it's, like, a lot, and sometimes I'm like, I should do, like, some of those, but I really want to. It's not for a lack of, like, interest and stuff. And another thing is, I want to do more streams where, like, I invite fellow artists that are friends of mine that are either established or whatnot, and just, like, maybe work on 1 or 2 things, but just, like, talk, because I don't know, like, I would love to, like, just have friends to chat and stuff. And I do plan more collaboration streams, and not even, like, collaboration. Like, I don't like the word collaboration. Sometimes I like using the word, like, just hang out with friends, like, just streaming with friends. That's kind of like the way I want to phrase it, because collaboration sounds corporate, and it sounds like you have to plan it, and it has to be like something where like, you know, like when normally you just want to hang out, you know, like, oh hey, we're gonna play this game, but we're also gonna, like, you know, how about we stream it and we just hang out and shoot the shit, and other people like just, you know, enjoy like the chemistry. Are you familiar with Juju Not? I am. He was supposed to do the postcard, but I don't know what happened to him. We were gonna have like a postcard for the merch release, but either he got busy or whatever, but he never like showed up. Let's see. I saw another question. Have you played some of the spin-offs in Final Fantasy VII? Yes. I played a little bit of Dirge of Cerberus. I didn't like it. I think Vincent's okay, but I don't like. I find like whatever they did on Dirge of Cerberus is like whatever. Crisis Core is some of the best game that, like, some of the best story I've ever played in a game. Mostly because they took a story that we know how it ends, but they fucking like flip it on its head, and they fucking like, I was bawling at the end of that game. Like crying at the end of that game. And like, but I knew what happened to him. And so like, that's incredibly good storytelling. And I really liked everything that they did. And Crisis Core is like the one good spin-off that I recommend for Final Fantasy VII. Then there's like all the like the fucking mobile game. There's like, I don't really recommend all of it. Just go to the wiki and read it. They add a lot of context, but Nomura like tries to like retcon a few things so that he can make cool characters that were already cool, like cooler, but in like in a Boba Fett kind of way, where like the cool thing about the characters that you knew so little of him, but now, you know, we're gonna add all this context, and it's like, I don't fucking care. Like, he's already cool. Like, just leave him alone. And now they managed to make like Sephiroth cooler though. That I'll say, with the I think it's like a mobile game or something. But yeah, they were giving like Final Fantasy VII the Kingdom Hearts treatment, and I'm like, nah. Hey, welcome to the stream, Galaxy. I'm trying to think. Did I talk about this on stream? Yeah, I talked about the game that I made, where I had Sephiroth beat like the final boss, and it was just like a PNG, and he would shoot at you, and he would just like, he'd be like a damage sponge. I think what I like about Final Fantasy VII is that the original one was just, it had all these like moving parts, but it was pretty straightforward. It was basically, there's this guy that wants to destroy the planet, take like damage the planet, take all the energy, destroy it, because his mom, he discovered that his mom is like an evil alien, and that's it. And like, basically, it's just like, this guy is bad, we need to stop him. Then everything around it is pretty interesting, and I like that like one of the villains is just a company, and all these things that like, it's not like an original like storytelling in the sense of like, it's just, we have to kill this guy, he's evil, he becomes God, we kill him. That's like the standard RPG vehicle, but everything around it is pretty interesting, and it's always had some room for like interpretation and that kind of stuff. And I really enjoy that it's a fantasy, like it's a fantasy game set in like what would be like modern times, and it still has like that fantastical element to it, and I don't know, like a lot of the stuff they introduce, it's fun to explore. There's a lot. The characters are great, and I think like I liked it. I liked it when it was just the few games. I don't know, like I enjoy most of the content, but whatever. I don't like the remakes. I don't think they're god awful, but I feel like they ruin kind of like the fun of the original games by adding too much. It's like taking you know how The Hobbit, they made the 3 Hobbit movies and then you just stretch them out for like 3-hour movies each to like a 9-hour like runtime. That's what they're doing with this game, but then they're like I don't know. I prefer how simple the original one is, and how like it doesn't bog you down in the details, or like adds like too many mini games to distract you to pad out the runtime of the game, or it just has like things that go nowhere. And I think Rebirth is the problem mostly, where like Remake was like, all right, I mean there's some things that are different, but I see what they're doing. But then Rebirth comes in and it's just like, fuck that. I really did not like Rebirth. I hate that I wasted $70 in that game. I always love the Shinra building section when you arrive to the top and find out yeah. That shit was like, and then they do it again, but with the Midgard Zolom, where like, you're like, oh, we need to cross, the snake is like really bad, it's gonna kill us all. Let's get the chocobo, and you cross it, and then there's a fucking snake, and then the meme of like, did Sephiroth do this? Do you plan on making animations? I have done animations before, but I want to do like proper animations. Like, I really want, like, Fibulous has done like really simple and fun animations, and I really want to do animation. It's like I want to do it proper, but I get like way into my head. Like I get really into my head, or like my own thoughts about like making that. That sometimes I just don't end up doing it. But I really want to do it. I think part of like the stuff that I don't like, I think my problem with what's your nationality? I'm Dominican. But my ancestry is Middle Eastern, so I'm an Arabian horse. Unrelated, but how was the beach trip? The beach trip was nice. A lot of people started texting me. It's like, hey, are you okay? You've been like MIA this weekend. And I'm like, nah. Went to the beach, didn't want to look at my phone. So I just spent most of the weekend at the beach and playing some Pokemon mods. That's pretty much all I did. And it was a pretty good distraction. Potato and I had a good time. My family and I had a good time. So I like taking breaks like that. These Doritos are really nice. I mean, it's fine. I don't mind people texting me concerned, but it's just funny. Eventually, I want to make a Twitter for whatever company I end up making and delete my personal Twitter. And then just have the one for streaming and stuff. And, just have updates on my website, on like a website or something. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't really like Twitter that much. Now they're gonna they're thinking about adding dislikes, which is like, why the fuck would you do that? I'm not open for comms at the moment. I'm not open for comms because at the moment, I have a list I still need to finish. I will say that starting at the end of October, I will open for commissions again. For September. No. Sorry. At the end of October, I'm gonna open commission. Like, I get my months mixed up. I will open commissions for November. In October, and I'm probably gonna start charging upfront, but I'm not picking many commissions. I'm gonna pick like 4 or 5 because the commissions are gonna be for paying my rent. That's basically gonna be it. It's just like the rent thing. And then everything else, like the subscription and like other work that I have to do, I'll probably just do something else. Oh, you're good in. It's been a minute. Yeah, welcome back. Hope you've been all right. Have you planned on redesigning OCs in the near future? I've thought about it. I redesigned Roz-Kun a bit ago, and I think I'm just gonna go back to her original design so that it matches this one. I don't know who I would redesign, honestly. I would probably have to like look at my list of OCs, but I think they're all fine. I just like don't want to like. I think my thing is like when I design a character, I typically stick with the design, and really the only thing I will probably change will either be like a haircut or like I'll give them different clothes. But typically I tend to like stick with the design until like forever. You should make sure you have either original art on your computer or that backup the art from Twitter before you delete it. Although you might want to convert the account instead. Then you'll still have your old followers. I'm probably gonna convert it, quite honestly, and it'll be like, hey, I'll be like, hey, this is gonna be my studio. I'll make like merch announcements and stuff like that, but for art updates and stuff, like, I love a mega folder of all your old works before you go say for work. What I'll say is, it's not that I won't ever make not safe for work when I do that. It's that I will not monetize, or I will try to not monetize or like making like a monetary or like a financial incentive as much for not safe for work, because I want to focus on making things that are kind of out of that space. But like, for example, I would probably just draw like yeah, I want to prioritize safe for work over not safe for work. Eventually, like whether I stay in France like for many years or I end up moving back to the United States or whatever, I want to go to conventions. And so I don't want to have like a lot of like ask conventions like, do you guys take not safe for work or this? And so I don't know. Like I want to focus on Eki mostly, like just suggestive things and all that kind of stuff. I'm not retiring any of my OCs. Like eventually, I will probably end up like having 2 versions of every character that I want to continue working. Like Linnea, I would probably just draw her without like the downstairs department. Because at the end of the day, like I just enjoy my characters a lot. And really what I care most of them is just like drawing them, interacting with other of my characters, and like writing. Like I'll like make stuff that like if I want to make something not safe for work, I'll draw it, right? Like I'll wake up in the morning, I'll draw it. Here's like a dog. But it's not gonna be like go to my subscribe star for like like I don't do that anyways, but I still like not safe for work. I want to make it something fun for me, or like I'm making loot stuff or whatever. I was saying, but I love how your model is. Thank you. Tomato Victoria, you're clean, unique. Yeah, thank you. I like again. I prefer simple things. It really depends on like the way my life goes. Like if I start having kids, I'm probably gonna tone like it's probably gonna like not be as prominent anymore. I know there's a lot like I know there's a ton of like adult artists that just like they have kids and they just like, but I think to a certain extent it's like it's to me it's just like the space is getting more difficult, right? Yeah, you will see more Peach content though. Yeah, you will. The space is kind of getting like difficult because you're getting so many people coming in, and then you're getting a lot of places that are just not allowing it. It's just something that I love doing. I just don't want to stop doing it. So like I've always said, like if in the event that I don't do art for a living anymore, I'm never gonna stop drawing. Like I'm still gonna continue doing art. Like I've talked about this to like a lot of my friends and family and like other people. Like nothing will ever stop me from like drawing. If I can physically do it. But if I have to like get a job and just like focus on that and like whatever, I'm still gonna make art whatever I want to make. If it's adult, if it's safe for work, whatever, it doesn't matter. Because part of the stuff that makes me happy is just drawing and creating stuff. So and I want to continue inspiring people to make stuff. And whether I become like the best that ever was or whatever, doesn't matter. Like, I want to wake up and just make stuff. Other people are like, I like that. I like the cut of your, I like your cut, G. Keep doing it. I like getting messages of people like, hey, your art inspired me to make something, or pick up art and do it myself, or I love your characters. I wrote like something, or your your art inspires, like, you know, like I said before, like like a friend messaged me. It's like it makes me accept myself as a person, or like my own body, and be more confident about it and that kind of stuff. So that's the kind of stuff I really like. And really, like, I just want to make games, art, and characters. I want to be like, well, the way that I was inspired as a kid to just make shit, tell stories, whether they're great or not, I want to do that to other people. I just want to make a living, be happy, be with someone that I love and loves me back, and live a simple life. I'm not really interested in being like super famous or rich or whatever. I just want to live plainly. Just have my own happiness. The world is too complicated. Sorry, I'm putting stuff away. I honestly don't know what's been playing in the background. I'll be back in a little while. Right, to get me to play Odyssey, but I don't like it. I played it, and I just didn't enjoy it. It's alright, but it's not like, it's whatever. If you get kids, and they get the age where they decide to behind your back, and you know they've done that, what would you do as a parent? Thank you, Yugure. Here's the thing. My approach to parenting is going to be somewhat the same way my parents raised me. I'm not gonna let my kids have access to phones until they're 13, or like have their frontal lobe a little bit more developed. Like if they get a phone, like I'll find a fucking flip phone and just be like, yeah, that shit doesn't have access to the internet, but you can call me if you need me. The computer is gonna be like the family computer. I'm gonna have my own computer. My kids are not gonna be PC gamers. They're gonna have like a console and they're gonna play with it. We're not gonna have TV in each individual rooms. It's gonna be like the TV in the living room and that's it. And in regards to like the adult content, I know that like you put a lot of safety gates, but I think the most important thing that a lot of parents just don't do these days, like I'm not a parent, but like this is just my perspective, is like they don't sit down and talk with their kids. Like if you talk with your kids, like they're not stupid and they're like, you know, people, and you tell them like, hey, there's some stuff out there that I would prefer you not see. Stuff that's not healthy for you to look at this moment, and you have like the conversation like, hey, all right, thanks for stopping by, appreciate it. they're like, I would probably just, if I found out they did it, I would probably reprimand them, like, hey, you shouldn't be looking that stuff up. And then, you know, I would probably just like ground them or something, like remove PC access or whatever. But yeah, I wouldn't like, I wouldn't be super pissed, but I would probably be like, yeah, you can't, like, no. I would probably just have my kids like doing like sports, learning music or something, but I would probably avoid them having too much alone time with the computer, because that's like, and the computer would probably would be in a way where like, it's like, you know, if I walk into the room, I can see what they're doing on the computer. And because I've already been in this space very much, I would probably just ban all like the domains that are, I mean, if they're 16, I would probably laugh and just be like, hey, just don't do that. But if they're like 13, like the first time I'd probably be like, hey, don't do that. But if they keep doing it, then it's like, okay, well, we're taking you to like a psychologist, and you know, I'm going to reprimand you, because it's like, I don't like, the problem with kids having like so much access to like adult content is that they don't develop properly. And you might like think that's like me overreaching, but it's, the thing is, like, already we're seeing problems like for overstimulation, like kids getting too much access to a lot of information that's derived from context in from their perspective. But I don't know. Getting exposure to stuff like that is just gonna cook the brain. They're not gonna understand, like, I don't know. I would rather they like learn from me. You know, like from me telling like, hey, this is how things work. Please don't look that stuff up. It's not real, or that kind of stuff. Because the thing is also, real, like, as much as there's like a lot of like real adult content, there's also like so much art. So like, it's not, I don't know, like, we're, as humans, we're not designed to like ingest this much information. Let's say at 16 for a more appropriate age. I mean, if I found out, like, I would probably, hey, like, how long have you been doing this? Or did you just find out? I'm like, I'm not mad. I just want to know, because this isn't like, I don't think it's like, wait 2 years. And then I probably like, you know, will look at you funny, but it's not, you know, I was your age. Because like, here's the thing that my dad did not do, that I will do with my kids, is that my dad forgot he was like our age at one point. And so a lot of the stuff that he would reprimand us for, he did at our age, but he would get like he would just forget that he was like a kid once, and then like he would just like yell at us or like get mad at us and like all that kind of stuff, but he wouldn't like really talk about it. He'd just say God doesn't like that, and that's like, that's not enough for a kid, and that's like not a good explanation. Whether you're religious or not, it doesn't matter. You can't just tell a kid like, you know, bad because of religion. It's just like, you have to like talk to people, like to kids, as like they're adults, and you have to be in their shoes because you were that age at one point. And you know, as someone that's been doing not safe for work and was a kid at some point, I'd probably be in a better position to just be like, hey, you know, it's not healthy. I've been doing it for many years, and I got out of it. Or, you know, try not to do it as much. I understand. Just, you know, try to stay away from it, if at all possible, please, and not on the family computer. And I think like if they found my stuff, I would probably just deny it. Yeah. I think like it's just like, castigating your kids for doing something is not like the best way. Like as a kid, I was belted and all that kind of stuff, and I can't say for sure that it was like that's the reason why like I came out normal. I think it was just like a combination of things where my parents my mom really cared and she was the one that would explain things. And like, you know, my family was like well adjusted to reality. But it'd be so funny. It's like I'm somewhat of an artist myself. Decide to help them with steering. Listen, if my kid at 18 turns around and tells me, hey dad, I want to do adult art, it'd be weird, but I would rather help my child. Like if they're confident enough to even tell me that, then we have a really close relationship, and that's really, really, you know, I'm like, fuck, okay. I wouldn't turn them down or be like, you know, like an asshole about it. I'd probably be like, okay, well, you know, I can help you. Like, what are you struggling with? Yeah, but then if my kid comes up and then he's just telling me like, tell me what prompt I should use, I would probably disown him if he uses AI. But again, I don't know what the state of the world is going to be. I don't know, like 20 something years from now. We use AI. We pick up pencils in this house. I'd probably be the kind of person that would just like, I wouldn't even like, I would probably just not even like acknowledge it. I'd probably just like not talk to them. Like, that's very good. That's very nice, Ross Jr. Every now and then you hear stories of artists whose moms see their work and they go, she's cute, but you should make her boobs bigger. My family, like some of my family has seen some of my stuff, say for work art, and they've been like, oh, that's really nice, it's really cool. Like, I think I've told the story that when I bought the Asuna bunny girl figure, my mom's like, oh my god, that's beautiful. So as long as you're under this stable, you'll pick up the pen. That's the thing though. Like, I would probably send my kids to art school, or like not art school necessarily, just like an afternoon school for art or something creative. Like, my kids are gonna get into recreational activities whether they want or not. They're not gonna stay in my house like twiddling their thumbs. They're gonna like they're gonna go out there and like do shit. And then when they get home, they do their homework, and then they can play video games for like an hour or two if they want. But I'm gonna keep them busy. I don't want them like not doing anything, and I certainly don't want them like accessing the internet at an early age, unrestricted, because I don't think it's right. But for that to happen, I need to find a wife. And the wife also has to be able to bear children, so I like women, and like it just doesn't really like or like feminine people. So it really depends on like how they're doing downstairs. So if not, I'll adopt. That I'm okay with. I wonder if by that time RuneScape will still be around. Probably private servers by that point. There's a lot of people playing. The thing is, like with games like that, really depends on like if you get more people, like you get people like Ninja still playing Final Fantasy 11, for example, Like that dude will still play Final Fantasy 11. And that gets people interested in the game, and then you'll get like 100 more people playing it. So it really depends. Like if you get someone like Critical playing the game, or whatever, like it's just like you need the round up interest in it. All right. I don't know if you guys have any more questions or whatever. But before we continue, I do have like, can you imagine the year 20XX? Tiramisu or not? I love tiramisu. Tiramisu's great. But you know what's better than tiramisu? Tres leches. Favorite fast food chain? Favorite fast food chain? You know, it's easy to say Taco Bell. Because I really love Taco Bell. I'm gonna have to say Chipotle. The thing is, like, for Taco Bell, it's like cheap. But if like I was put in the position where like I have to pick something, like if you give me like a list of things and like Chipotle is in there, I would probably just go to Chipotle. Because the thing is with Taco Bell is that lately I've been eating less amounts of food, and so like if I'm gonna order like a $5 burrito, right? I'm gonna think like, well, put for $2 more or $3 more, I can get like a fucking huge burrito or like a burrito bowl. And then it's like the quality is just like better, right? So it's, I love Taco Bell, but it's, but it's a good kind of slop. But if I want like a little bit better slop, I will probably just like fucking get Chipotle. What's your favorite candy snack? Oh, guys! Hey, guys! Welcome to the stream. Thank you for stopping by. Holy shit! How are you, guys? What's my favorite candy snack? God, that's tough. Thank you, guys. Yeah, it's been 3 years. It's crazy. It's crazy that it's been 3 years. I started around the time that like Holomyth started. Holy shit. I'm like trying to like, God, nobody's gonna remember this. Nobody's gonna remember this, but it's still my favorite. Many years ago, and we're talking many years ago, Milky Way put out a candy snack that was called Milky Way S'mores. It had the graham crackers, the marshmallow, chocolate. It was the best shit ever, and they only released it that one time. But it's still in, like, I can still taste it. But if I have to say with something that's concurrent, it has never gone out. It's Oreo. Oreo is still gonna be like my number one thing. I will never like. I love Oreos. It like the one company I would love a sponsorship from that I would like take no questions asked. It would be Oreo. Oreos are like the best thing on this planet. I fucking love Oreos. But other than that, yeah, like the Milky Way s'mores, that it never, disappear from the face of the earth. Rose-filled Oreos. Or fill my... Never mind. Favorite smoothie? I wouldn't say like it's a smoothie. Would you count like a protein shake as like a smoothie? Because I like my favorite protein shake is I get like the gold standard chocolate mix, and then I put peanut butter, milk, and bananas, and then just mix it, and then it's just like a... Oh, yeah, I have a YouTube. Bro loves Oreos. Hey, Beanie, welcome to the stream. What's a fine line? Chat, is this real? Hard candy or soft candy? For hard, I would say lemon flavor. I love what's it like? If we're talking like, if we're not gonna talk about like I like the Jolly Ranchers Cookie Run stream. I don't know. Cookie Run's in. I just finished mine and I ran over here. Oh, thank you for stopping. Hey, how are you, Triple? Thank you for stopping my pony. I'm a horse. Even though my yeah, I forgot about that. I need to talk about it's not my cake day. It's like my 3rd anniversary. That was like in July, but or June, but I'm doing it now. Oh yeah, my anniversary was in June, but I delayed it because I was like, oh, I got other shit to do. So I forgot about this. But I just had a merch release, and I need to show you guys this beautiful poster that just launched thanks to Beanie, who's in chat. She made this really gorgeous poster featuring my twin, Roz-Chan, and then me, and then there's Potato. She did an amazing job. I mean, it's this one. Oh, I grabbed the wrong thing, I think. Whatever. It's this beautiful poster. It's great. I really love it, and you should post it because I'm going to retweet the shit out of it. But I love this poster. When I move, I intend to get like a copy of this and like hang it on my wall. I don't care if people ask questions. I'm gonna have it. I really love this poster a lot.
Plop.
Convenient angle to keep it safe for work. Hold on. And then I made these gorgeous stickers. You know, tooting my own horn a little bit. Where is it? So, first one is this sticker. I think it's my favorite one, but I made this sticker. You know, it's me, touch seaweed, freaking out. You can get this one, and there is this one too. Roz-Chan, finding a pearl, and then if you can spot some of the references, one of my favorite snacks is goldfish, so I put it in there. There's another reference in there. I don't know if you can spot it, but it's there. And then the last sticker I made is this one. And I know that it's like the it's typical to do like a Japanese thing for like summer or whatever. But in this case, like this kind of has like a little like, here's some Ross lore. Like if you weren't aware, I've lived in Japan twice for a total of like 2.5 years. And to me, like, Japan holds like a very special place in my heart because it's like I don't normally believe in like reincarnation or like past lives or whatever, but it like in that like living there made me realize like I must have been like some like Japanese person like in a different life. Like sometimes like if because the thing is like every time I think of it, like I think of it very fondly, and like the reason why I did it is like summer ending is like such like an important thing. There's like a festival and stuff like that. So to me, it's like I also did it out of like that regard, and like yeah, I like this one a lot too. But yeah, where can you get these stickers? Well, you can go to hold on, Weave Affectionate. It's fine. So where? Hold on. I give me 1 second. It's on Yoru no Machi. But I'm going to open the website for you guys to see. Let me oh shit. Let me bring this up. No, it's not this one. I'm gonna go browser. You can see it here. It's I will share the link on Twitch, and it's pinned on the YouTube chat. But you can hold on. You can see the it's not scrolling. Fuck. Well, it's here. I don't know why it's not scrolling. Like the posters here, you know. Grab it while you. It's not a limited edition thing. It'll be there for like, you know, for as long as possible. Just grab it whenever you like, at any point if you want. Grab one for yourself or your friends. Really, like it was done in like a quick turnaround, but like I'm really happy with everything. We were supposed to have one more item, but you know, whatever. Yeah, like these are also like different from like the standees and acrylics and stuff. These are all things that can be done in house, so we don't have to like manufacture or anything. Like the Yoru no Machi just handles the printing and everything, and they'll ship it. Like if you get it now, I think maybe by next week, it should be shipping out, or you should be getting them in like a week or two. So it's okay. Next commercial, I can definitely participate. Yeah, no. I will probably like plan something fun for next year. Like this year, not really. Like I don't want to do any more huge merch launches. I want to focus on building like a catalog, and then next year we can do something cool. And I definitely want to plan something, because the thing is, like next year, I want to do like a new model. And there's a lot of things that I need to start planning for that. And yeah, we will like definitely like for when that drops, we'll do something else. Yeah, grab yourself a sticker, and just I don't know, enjoy. Please don't stick it in a jar. That's my only stipulation. It doesn't matter which sticker you get, or if you get the poster, just don't put it in a jar. A friend of mine already threatened that she's gonna like stick it in a jar. Please don't. That's so like they're made to be put on your laptop or something. They're water resistant, and I don't know why I said that. Not like. What about outside the jar? Sure. What if I'm gonna put it on the back of a drawing tablet? You can do that. Yeah, do it. Put it in the back of your drawing tablet. So that when you flip your tablet, you look at it. I'll be better than this in a very short amount of time, and you will. Because I'm okay. I'm like just decent. Okay, so the question now is, what game? Like, I have 2 games on the docket. So the first one is Kirby Tilt and Tumble, and I think most people would probably enjoy that. And the other one is Golden Sun too. So what I can do is I can play Tilt and Tumble for a little bit, because people will enjoy get a kick. Golden Sun is very it's very RPG, so it probably wouldn't be very interesting to watch. But Tilt and Tumble is like fun and it's like exciting to watch, so we can play that. I'm gonna go ahead and like see if I can get that started. Let me unplug this. I think it should be charged. Okay. Let me go ahead and get my headphones on. And we're going to go to the media room so that... Let's go to the media room. Capture... No, that's something different. All right. Okay. Wait, can you guys hear it? Oh, knew it. I gotta... Okay. There we go. So we're gonna start with Kirby Tilt and Tumble. I do not know, like, I think the controller should work just fine. I didn't try the controller. I tried the physical thing itself. I do think I'm gonna try and dip now. Yeah, no, go to sleep. You're like fucking European times. You should be sleeping right now. Thanks for stopping by. All right. Hold your Game Boy flat. Yeah, my totally legitimate Game Boy. God, I remember this game. Okay. So I played the first level just to like test it out. This should be fine. Okay. Oh my god. Oh my god. Okay. This is so unruly with the controller, but I'm okay with it. Oh my god, okay. I'm so glad this game got like ported properly to the virtual, like, you know. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Fuck, 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 fuck. God, no, not again. God damn it. Ugh. Okay. What am I supposed to do here? Oh, I can. Okay. Yatta! It does. I forgot it did that. I forgot that Kirby said that. Oof. That was close. Woo! Got it. Yeah, so this game, if you're not aware, it used to be, hold on, I think the game might be a little loud. For those of you that don't know, this game, had a, like a gyro scope, or like whatever you call it, like gyro controls inside of the cartridge. And so in the Game Boy Advance, you would be able to put the cartridge in, play the game normally, but it would like detect like if you were tumbling, like moving it around and stuff. It was pretty accurate for something of that time, and it was really, really fun. It was like, to me, it was like Nintendo at its best, for like what Nintendo knows how to do best. I used to play it all the time during car rides back in the day. Yeah, me too. It was really fun. I really like this game a lot. It gets pretty challenging later on, but not like challenging where like you're gonna be losing your mind. It's just that Oh, that's just to kill enemies. I used to play Dreamland 2 on my Game Boy Color back in the day. There's a lot of Kirby games I still haven't played that I want to play. And I'm hoping they get added to the Switch at some point. Oh, what? Okay. It's flat on... It's flat. Okay. No! Why did I do that? Oh my god. The bumps are really hard. I bet. In my case, I, like... Oh, God. God damn it. In my case, I used to just play this, all the time. You know what's another game I kind of want to play? That I don't know if it'll ever get added to, to the store. Oh, you fucking... The fucking sweeper. It's gonna be a long night, isn't it? That's the thing, though. Like on the Game Boy Color, it was more accurate. In here, it's quite all right. It's just that it's pretty sensitive. Not what I meant to do. It's pretty sensitive. And not in like the precise kind of way. It's just really sensitive. And it's not like a cope. It's just like it's like I'm glad they added it, right? Instead of like using directional buttons to handle the tumbling, but you have the power to bend time and no, that didn't happen. I mean, true. That is true. I do have that power. There we go. I forgot that there's like a rewind function with the Switch. Quick Doodle finished? Ooh, I'll check it out in a bit. After this level, I'll there's something oddly like fun about like the how like the Game Boy chiptune works. I don't know how to quite explain it. I really love it. Yep. Oh, like okay, I got so just put it in the art. And then just tag me and then I'll check it. If you're gonna post it in the server or something. The game that I would roll Kirby into the square, tilt in the direction you want to go. Okay. Damn it. The game that I wanted to say that I want to see is Hamtaro for the GBA, because my brothers and I could not figure out how to fucking beat that game, and so it's set mostly not completed. We like never completed it because we never understood, like, we're dumb kids. We didn't understand like what we had to do in terms of requirement. Oh, a boss fight. I forgot about that. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. Hold on, hold on. God damn it. Okay. I forgot how, like, fucking... unruly this like thing was. It has to be like a certain distance. Like from there, I think. There we go. Okay. I gotta be careful. Damn it. Oh! Fucker's moving so fast. There we go. Got him. I just joined the server, so I'm probably not gonna be able to post it. No, I think you can. We don't have any limits, unless like, we have like a specific role for that or not. So, for every Kirby game, another crack goes to the list. So a little bit of context to why, like, some people might not like. I think maybe my audience knows, but just for context, the reason why Game Boy games look so fucking bright and are like sound really like chirpy and sound, it's not only just because of like a soundboard, it's because for one, the screens were not backlit, so it was usually dark. You would have to have like oh shit, I forgot about this. You would have to have oh god, this is gonna be hard. There we go. You would have to have like a light, or pray to God that like the sun would hit it right, so that you couldn't see. It wasn't like until the Game Boy SP that we got proper backlight. And the you couldn't properly hear the what is it? The speakers, unless like the noise was like super loud. So a lot of Game Boy games, when people play them, they're like, oh, super fucking loud, but it's because of that. Even with the limitations, there's some really good music. God damn it. Hold on, I need the... Okay. Put it on the... Oh my god, I keep falling in the same one. Alright, there we go. 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 Oh, this boy. The one Kirby game I want to play, this is a robot one that I heard is like one of the best Kirby games. Damn it. Wait, wait. Oh, god damn it. Damn it. I'm so stupid. Alright, let's run. Yeah, that one. Just gonna move quickly. Oh, that was lucky. Save's coming done wrong. I tried to cheat and the game was like, niet. Oh, that was... Okay, I need the controller... Listen, I think... It's somewhat unruly the way that... Oh my god. It wasn't like this on the GBA, I swear. You know what other game I'm thinking of, like, that would be fun? Wario World, on the Game Boy. It's also pretty good. It's like one of those games that I remember, very fondly. Also, I should probably change the category on Twitch. Let's see. What is this? They don't have Tilt and Tumble. Let's keep it like that. They don't have Tilt and Tumble. Oh my god. This is gonna be bad. I gotta put this... Okay. It's... Oh my god! Okay. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, because it's... I promise you, I'm not an idiot. I'm gonna set it down. Something to finish up. Listen. Oh my god. Please. It's really hard. I'm not... Oh. The problem is that it's the way it's detecting my controller being like not like it constantly thinks like my controller's at an angle. It's oh my god. Damn it. Okay. It's flat. Like the controller is flat and it still thinks like it's It's pretty wonky, I'm not gonna lie. Like, it's good that they tried. This way. Oof. Okay. Probably gonna jump over there. I'm pretty sure it's probably not designed to be like... It's probably more accurate with the with the Switch, and the controller is just kind of like whatever. And they're also taking into consideration that we do have rewind, so they're like, ah, whatever. Oh. That was rough. I'll complete level 2 and then I'll move on to Golden Sun. Shit. I jumped the gun a little bit. Question for those of you, like what? How do you tweaking playing Kirby? No. I've been meaning to play Golden Sun for a while. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Oh Lord have mercy. That's oh god. That was lucky. I'm just gonna say that. Are we allowed to ping a mod? Yeah, you are. So what I wanted to ask, was what kind of merch do you guys want me to see? Like in terms of like I have some ideas, right? Like I'm thinking of doing like standees where like you can use them to put your pens in and stuff like that. Like maybe like, you know, between the thighs or something like that. But like what characters and stuff? Because I have a bunch of characters that I want to do, but I kind of want to hear some ideas. Definitely gonna do more chibies, that's for sure, because I think people really enjoy those. Okay, I can't do it. Would love a linear CO standee. Okay. That I do have on my list. It doesn't... That's really fucking hard. How many fucking things are there? Get on the cloud, Kirby! Or Waddle Dee will have to. Would the guard be allowed? Yes. Linnea, yeah. I want to do a Linnea thing. I've seen, like, okay, so if you guys are familiar with the artist Riz Draws, they do have a website where they sell a ton of, like, Nintendo shit. So, I don't think that kind of stuff is a problem. Does it stay? Oh. Damn it. The section was basically bunny hopping before bunny hopping. God damn it. I don't even know how I did this part as a kid. Dear Lord. And I can't kill the fucking ghost either. Oh, yeah. So, I do have something cool coming up with that, but I think I'm gonna do a regular mouse pad. If only they would just let you kill the ghost instead of... Why is this one fucking thing so hard? I'm so mad. Like... That's straight. And the controller is like at an angle. And it doesn't really let me recalibrate. It's a pain in the ass. Okay, that's... That's what it means. You have to do it in like one solid go. Oh my god, I can't do this. I can't fucking do this. I'm gonna create a suspend point. I'm gonna restart the game. And then maybe... They were much better. Okay, thank you for the drawing. Like, I hope to see it soon. Have a good night. I can't, yeah, this game is unplayable, I don't think. I'm gonna move the golden song. I'm sorry. But the gyro stuff, it's just like, I can't... It's not, like, it doesn't feel good. It might feel better if I just play with the Switch, like with the Switch directly, but with the controller, it's like unplayable. It just doesn't feel good. This I can change the So, I used to play the golfing Kirby game. Yeah, the golfing one is fun. So, in preparation, all right, Cozy, have a good night. I put the data in before I started the stream, so I don't have to do the whole like putting in the password thing. So we'll be fine for a bit. I'm only gonna play an hour tonight. Because I don't want to go past midnight. It's already a 2-hour stream, so I want to keep it at like 3. When I move, my streams will probably be a little bit longer, but my hours are probably going to be whack because I'm going to be streaming from Europe. But you know, I'll figure something out. This is, by the way, like one of my, like, Golden Sun and Golden Sun 2 are like one of my favorite games ever, and I started streaming with Golden Sun, so it's appropriate that I'm playing 2 now. I'm not gonna read the story and stuff, but if you guys have like questions about what's going on, like I'm more than happy to answer. They give you like a lot of preamble, but basically, the main characters activated something, and then they had to go like light out some lighthouses, and it stops at the second lighthouse. It's not the deepest of stories, but it's fun. I really like this game. Also, I need to keep a list of the... Okay. Oh, yeah, the Satoru's theme is, like, good as hell. It's my only complaint with this title scroll is it's pretty long. Because they tell you, like, literally everything that happens. But it's like, it's in case, like, someone hasn't played the first one. Which I understand. Some people, like, played this one and not the first one. The main characters are Isaac and Felix, but I named them Ross and Sio, so... played this in so long. I'm excited. Oh, this song is so good. The Venus Lighthouse is like one of my favorite musics. The funny thing is that the lore drop they do on the start, it's like excessively detailed. But the thing is, it's like there's still a lot of context missing with some stuff. So it's like walking in to like a D&D game, like mid-campaign, and then someone like starts explaining to you like all these things that happened, but they don't tell you like it's a lot. It's like really long and you're like, oh my god, what is going on? This game is also has a lot more shit than the first one too. Not necessarily story-wise, but exploration. Like it gets open world at one point. Like, well, open world, you know, quote unquote. But like, you get an airship and you can travel anywhere you want. That's the one thing I will say about this story is that the characters have really nice interactions. I really like a lot of like the stuff that I derive from like when writing stories and stuff is that I think about more about how the characters will interact with the world they're a part of and with each other rather than writing the story around the character. Like, it makes it feel more lived in my opinion. Rather than, like, me taking, like, characters and then just, like, fucking, like, making the world around them. So they don't outright tell you, like... So in the first game, you're trying to stop the lighthouses from being lit. In this one, you're trying to light them. But they don't really explain to you why this is the case. Until, like, later on. And I'm not really going to spoil too much. Because, like, you know, we'll get into it. I'm skipping too much, but the whole thing is, like, they're trying to get the two parties to reconcile. And again, there's like a huge lore dump that happens. But if you're interested, like you can either watch my original playthrough of the first one, or someone else's for that matter, or read the wiki and then like catch up a little bit. But this guy is Alex, and he's like the Sephiroth of this game somewhat. And they tell you, like, oh, we want to light the lighthouses. So yeah, like the lighthouses, there's like, I don't really want to get into it. It's so much lore. Yeah, luckily by the time that Golden Sun, I started playing Golden Sun 1, I think the internet like was already a thing, so I was able to like find like game facts, like thing where like it listed all the gens and where to find them. Right? There they are. Get them. The music in this game was also done by the same guy that composed a lot of the Dark Souls music. Just for a little bit of fun fact. I think this game was also put together in like 6 months, or like a year or something like that. But because I think the game is like originally slated for the Nintendo 64, but then they're like, no, put it in the GBA. And then they're like, "Oh fuck, this game is too big for the Game Boy," and so they split it into 2, which I think ended up being for a much better storytelling experience. Speaking of the composer of this game, he also composed a lot of tracks for, the soundtrack for Star Ocean 3, which is also one of my favorite games. Star Ocean 3 is a little cringy, but it's really fucking anime. Hello, we can hear you. Yeah, I like the writing in this game. It's just silly. I don't like what they did with Golden Sun 3. I think the game is just bad. I hate it. I think my canon was that Isaac and Mia would get together, but they didn't do that. I think like Isaac gets, I don't remember if he gets married to Jenna or Garrett gets married to Jenna. I can't remember. Oh, the sound effects are so classic too. And that's right. That's another thing about this game. So here's the thing. In the lore, like the magic or like the DS1, yeah, it's pretty bad. For people that don't know, synergy or like the magic that they use or whatever. If you're not a user, you can't see it. You just see shit happen, and that's it. Like it's like. Like if someone throws a fireball at you, but you can't use it, suddenly you just catch on fire and you're like, what the fuck happened? So it's pretty interesting. I remember liking that concept because it lends itself to some like pretty interesting stories told throughout. Like you go to certain places and then some people are like magic users and you're like, hey, wait a minute, this guy uses magic, but then people are revering them as like someone special because it's not everybody that can use it, so it's not widespread. There's only like a special amount of people that can do it. The one thing I will say that hold on, I'm trying to there's like an input delay with this controller. Oh no, the input delay is not it's with the capture. Okay. Let me see if closing this. I can't hear the game. Okay, now that okay. I'm just gonna use OBS to watch the game. Is the capture device has a delay if I use the software. I need to save there. The one thing I remember that I didn't like is that you have to press B in order to run. Yeah, there's no auto run. Also, I forgot what the sleep function was for. I don't think I ever used it. I think it was like the save battery on your boy. I'm gonna save some synergy here. Not that way. Oh yeah, okay, you can't go this way.
Yeah, I remember getting the DS one, like, because the thing is, here's the thing. This game is like a huge cult classic. It's not like, it's no Kirby, right? It's no Tales or whatever. It's just like really, really, really solid 2 games. And people were always hoping for like a sequel. And for many years, fans kept begging. And then we got the one on the DS, but it just wasn't good. It tried too many things. It didn't really accomplish any. And the story was like all over the place. And the thing is, they did it with it's like, oh, it's the kids. But I would have preferred like maybe like a 5-year time skip or something like that instead of like 16 years and like all the characters got married. I would have preferred the characters as adults trying to figure out like the consequences of the things that they've done. They didn't do like anything terrible. It's just like suffering like the aftermath of lighting all the lighthouses. And like trying to figure shit out and stuff. But instead they do like 16 years and then like, man, it's like it went too epic also. Like it should have been just like a little bit simpler. PP maxed out. Oh yeah, I was in my last playthrough, Mia had the biggest PP. I hit PP. Ah, we're all adults here. I should do like, you know what would be fun? I should do like Golden Sun merch. Like just and no one's gonna buy it because nobody knows. Like there's only like a few of us, but I would love to make shit with Golden Sun. There's a lot of great characters in this game. Earthbound or Golden Sun? Golden Sun. Okay. To my shame, I've never played Earthbound. Not a single Earthbound. Or like, not a single Mother game. Oh man, that final boss fight for Golden Sun. It's just like a piece of land, like it just tore off. Now we're surfing on an island. I first beat Earthbound last year and it was great. I think I've seen a lot of people stream Earthbound. So like I've had no I say like interest. It's just like I've not streamed Earth, like when you see someone play it, and then like whatever, like it's just sometimes like just you don't end up playing it. But I think like I would be interested in playing it personally. It's on the Super Nintendo thing, so I'd be interested in checking it out. God, I still have to finish Hollow Knight too. One of the best games on the app. Yeah, I know like Earthbound is it. God damn, this is making me want to play Golden Sun. I'll have to do it in my totally legit 100% real GBA. You know, I remember like getting into GBA. I started playing Pokemon Hacks again. And the one that I started playing was Moemon, which I had checked out like years ago when it first started, and I was like, oh, I mean, that's interesting. But now it's like fucking crazy. Like they have like they managed to cram like Pokemon from like other generations, like barring like the Monster Girl design stuff. They managed to cram like a lot of like the Pokemon from other games and other generations into that game, and they did like a bunch of change. Like it's pretty like interesting, and seeing a lot of the designs are pretty good. Barring like the strangeness of it, but I really like. I mean, it's like I like playing Pokemon Fire Red. It's like pretty good. And that was a good excuse. Didn't know that was the thing, but Monster check out Moemon. They've done like a Moemon for Fire Red, and I'll take whatever excuse to play Fire Red again. And they've done like I think Platinum, and they're working on a hack for Black 2 and White 2. I caught the 3 Reggies last night, and Reggie played Radical Red recently, and it was hell. I don't like difficulty ones. I like. I'm more of a casual Pokemon player. If that makes any sense. Against my better judgment, so that you guys can read the text. Yeah, I don't. Anything that is a mod for difficulty, I typically avoid. Like all those, like that's one of the reasons why like I just never play any like Super Mario 64 mod or like Banjo-Kazooie mod or something, because they're typically made by people that have played the game through hell and back, and so they're like, well, I'm making it to my liking, and then it just becomes like a fucking impossible thing to play. Because you gotta do like half like A presses and like figure out and like talk about parallel universes. I like watching other people play them, and like, you know, Vinny will play them usually. and then that's interesting. But I typically just avoid those kinds of matches. That's called Kaizo, my boy. Yeah, Kaizo. Kaizo difficulty stuff. For Pokemon, I tend to pick the ones that aren't like oh, I don't know. I like ones that just like switch things around a little bit, but not make it difficult. And I remember Emerald Kaizo. Yeah, no, anything that is like a punishing nightmare, I like. Why, like, life is stressing, right? Why would I like? I know that's like what some people like. Felix stopped talking compared to the first game. Yeah, in this game, Isaac talks and Felix doesn't. Like, I want to pick up a game and just like enjoy. Like take it like getting ready for Kaizo. You know which mod I played? I can't remember what the name of it is, but it has a Pokemon called Ujammer, and it's like a mod where like they fucking switch up all the types. But it's a pretty good Pokemon hack. I need to figure out like which one it is. Pokemon Suite is one of the coolest Fire Emblem. What is that one? The good thing is that with this game, you start with 3 party members. And the 4th one, like, you get relatively quick. They don't have... It's confectionery-based parody of Fire Red, and there's a whole new type-based... That one I should check out after... I will say though, this is such a chill stream when you know there's no yummers on my screen. Why would you even? Hey, if you're on Twitch, there's a soundbite for yummers. You can redeem it at the low price of like 50 channel points or something. I don't think anyone's gonna redeem it though. I promise not to play it. Oh, there we go. kind of brought that on myself, didn't I? Yeah, you did. My comb on my desk. I keep like running. Like I have this like knack of like. It's not like it. Like I have this like thing where like I keep like running my hands through my hair. Doing it. Like it's like a nervous tick that I just like do it subconsciously. Not that I'm nervous, it's just like it's like a fidget spinner. Go. Done. Forgot that select is the Are you excited for yeah, I am. I'm really excited. Not the date that comes out, but I'm really excited to check it out. I still have to play Paper Mario though. Or at least I have to finish the run that I started. Nintendo's cookie. They're just like yeah. The era of like Mario, like Nintendo RPGs is back, baby. I'm like excited for that. Like I hope they don't fuck up like Paper Mario moving forward and they just like Now we need new fossil fighters. I don't know what that is. Go the first gen. I always like the designs of the gens. I think they're all cute. Oh, I'm good. I love the sound effects of this game. Like, they're insanely class. I don't know why. What like, they're chirpy and like loud as shit, but I really love them. Still don't like that select is like the menu. God, I hate gens. God, I hate gens. God, I hate gens. Sorry, some past trauma. I also enjoy where Game Freak is going with Zaza. Zaza? Is that like a new game that they're doing? Legends. Oh yeah, Legends they might bring back Mega Evolution. Oh, Legends C, yeah. Yeah, I forgot about that. To go find it. Awesome. They put the release delay so far out, the boy forgot about that. I'm just glad they're not like you know, shitting out releases. We're doing now? It's just the thing is, like, in regards to like Pokemon games and stuff, like I've been like just playing the classics, and I've just found that more interesting because Scarlet and Violet was just so bad. I just kind of forgot about that, but you know, Legends Arceus is really fun. I still like I still find it hard to believe that people some people defend that game or defend Game Freak for that matter in that regard. It just doesn't make any sense to me. If they literally took another 6 months with Gen 9, it would have been gold. Yeah. I think the problem is I don't think another 6 months would have solved the problem that I had. I think the problem is that, in my opinion, I don't know if I like open world Pokemon. I think they should take the kind of like the Nier experience, or how what's it called, the Xenoblade people did it, where there's like sections, right? It's not like here's the world. It's more of like there's sections, and then you can kind of add more color to or more detail to the places that you're exploring and stuff. It just feels like they just smeared shit, because it's like the problem with me, it wasn't really like optimization or anything. It's just that it didn't really have anything to hold on to. Like, there was no detail. All the places felt kind of the same. It felt like babies for like if like a fan made the open world Pokemon game, because there, like, I can't remember a single location that was memorable in that game, other than like the hole in the middle, which they did seem to give a shit. And people are like, oh, the Toby Fox soundtrack is great, but it's like, it's not. It's like, it's alright. Yeah, I did. What's the problem? You can rename all the characters if you want at the start of the game, but in this one they just allow you to rename Felix and Isaac right off the bat. Definitely some polish and greater detail was ordered. It's because the thing is, like, it's not like what would have, if they took 6 months, it would have been probably better optimized and like less buggy. But I think the concept was just terrible from the start. Well, not terrible. It just wasn't good. I think like hubs would have like helped the game a lot better, like connecting the places. Instead of like having like one open world where, like, I'm sorry, but it's super lame when you can see like a city from far away and there's like nothing around it. Where like, if you think about like the other Pokemon games, like there's routes, it's carefully planned out and stuff. It wouldn't have been as terrible if they took some time. Like, I will say Sword and Shield handled it a little better. I think Sword and Shield had like the proper direction where like travel and there's like an open area, but I wouldn't have it be open world, quite honestly. Again, I think like we're mistaking. A lot of people think that open world equals good. People can think I'm stupid, but I think I don't like Breath of the Wild for the simple fact that it's like open world and empty. Tears of the Kingdom kind of solves that problem. Like I have multiple problems with Breath of the Wild and stuff. Tears of the Kingdom, I like the story a lot and I enjoy it, but I just don't like. At the very least, Breath of the Wild has nothing on it. And to me, I feel like that's Scarlet and Violet just took that and just did nothing with it. I've gotten tired of big open. Yeah, I don't like big open world. Let's do hubs, please. Like, again, Nier Automata and Nier Replicant handle that pretty well, in my opinion. Like, they have like hub areas where like you move around. Like, they're kind of open, right? But you move from one area to the next, and they're completely like they're carefully designed. And each area is kind of memorable in its own right, and I would very much prefer that over huge open worlds with like nothing in them, or like that's also the problem with like open worlds is that you can't put too much detail on it because it'll just tank the game. Again, a game that did it pretty well is Xenoblade 1 and 2. 3 to an extent. They should have just hired Monolith to design the world. That would have been much better. It did have a nice story, just didn't engage me very much. Like, the Dark Soul 1 through 3. Yeah, like, it doesn't have to be a hallway. Like, it can be like a world where like you can explore and look things around. But it like I'm not like I've grown to like just dislike open world because open world has become an excuse to like just say that your game is huge, and then you don't really have to do much. And then, like, idiots on Reddit are gonna be like, guys, 16 times the detail and 4 times the map. And it's just like high. I haven't tried the DLC. I just don't care. I was so like turned off from Scarlet and Violet. Like, I beat it, and then I'm like, I don't really want to play this game. Because the post-story was super lame, too. It was just like... I don't know. I kind of like Pokemon better when it was, like, top-down. I don't know, like... Honestly... Honestly, I lost my train of thought. Oh yeah, no, honestly, I think that Legends Arceus did it well. They should have done that, but But like for each huge area, you have like interconnecting roads and like small towns and cities and stuff. That would have been more preferable than whatever slot we got. Oh no, it's this ghost. I just have like particular taste in certain games. Also, speaking of like, you know, not to change the topic too much, but I've been watching a lot of Red Letter Media lately, like just rewatching all the old shit. And it makes me want to do like a bad movie night, but I want to watch like Leo Fong movies. The fight with Volo and Arceus triggered so much PTSD. That reveal was really good though. I really like the Volo stuff. I think Arceus was pretty good. It was a pretty good game. But I wanted like Leo Fong movies. It was like bad movie night. I think I'm gonna do Neo Brain like next decade. I think I'm good. Breath of the Wild's world may have been empty, but the engine was pretty good. Like a lot of Breath of the Wild works really well, but personally, I just didn't really enjoy the game as much as other people did. I didn't find it all that engaging. I hated that the weapons had durability. It kind of defeated the point of hunting for treasure, because then like I would find a cave and then at the end I would find a weapon, and then I'm like, I can only use this 3 times before it breaks. What's the point? And then, you know, I might as well just rush to the Master Sword and get it. At least it'll like stop working as a Master Sword and it'll work as a normal sword. But I don't know. Like some people like justify that it's good. I don't agree with those people. I just don't like it. I don't think it's. I don't find the system appealing. What would you choose for a bad movie? Either low blow. I don't want to like. Here's the thing. I don't want to just watch like, oh, The Room, and then that's like our bad movie night. Like The Room is overplayed. I don't want to watch Neil Brain movies, because I want to make fun of other things. So I'm probably gonna pick like something like Low Blow, any Leon Fong movie. I will probably look at Red Letter Media stuff and just see which movies I want to see. But I just want to see like B movies. And at some point, I want to do like an X-Men watch along, because I saw Deadpool versus Wolverine recently, and I really liked it. I mean, it's not, you know, not masterful towards, like, it was fine. It was like a good movie, but no, they should have made armor durability. Because if you're gonna go one way, go all in. Some people would have complained, but then like, you know, if you get armor, then it breaks or whatever. Yeah, that's the same fucking thing with the weapon. If your weapon breaks, your armor should break. I'm not petty. I prefer much more how Elden Ring handled its world and like weapons and stuff in Breath of the Wild. Again, it's my personal opinion. I don't find Breath of the Wild and like Tears of the Kingdom are not bad games. I just didn't like it. Because I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, it's a terrible game. I don't think they're bad games, I just didn't like them. Yeah, I mean, they were trying to solve a problem, but they want you to try different ways of doing things or whatever, but I do care for it, frankly. Or weapons should have lasted longer instead of like then fucking disintegrating after 3 uses. The greater weapons did add some depth to the puzzle, which is nice, using weapons to pry a door open. I think my only gripe with Elden Ring was the dungeons in the base game and how they handled some DLC bosses. Yeah, the dungeons were pretty generic for the most part, which sad, but some of the DLC bosses were pretty fucking bullshit. It's a fucking worm. Oh, monkey. We return to Monkey. I want to try Wukong, by the way, like Black Myth Wukong. But I got too many games, and I just want to focus on smaller games. Now. Like, I want to clear my backlog, and I'm more interested in playing retro stuff. Yeah, the Commander Gaius fight, I just summoned someone to help me because I was like, yeah, fuck that, I'm not doing this. I thought it was like one of the most insulting fights I've ever done. My body is a machine that turns Steam games into unplayed Steam games. I've been meaning to like think, like I want to play Metal Gear 2 and Metal Gear 3. What I see, the monkey game is quite good, not life changing. Yeah, I think the problem is that the I'll bring it up, but I think it's Wukong has become like a at least from what I've seen, it's become a like us versus them thing, where like, oh, a game like Concord, and then but then like, you know, you got this game, and it's like, yeah, like I think like it's more of like, it's just like a game like. It sucks when you, like, there's, like, actual, like, imagine, like, working on a project for 8 years. Like, barring of, like, whatever it is that you think of it. It's, like, imagine working for something, like, with different talent and, like, a lot of people putting effort into it and stuff. And then it's, like, released and then, like, 3 people play it. And then there's, like, dudes on Twitter like shitting all over you, and it's like I'm trying to be like, you know, because like I'm sure there's like all of it that's an international security issue. Why? Because it was made by Chinese people. Yeah, I think the problem is that Sony, like, I think Sony just wanted to make it a tax write-off. That's kind of it, because if like the game had come out free to play, and they had some sort of like, I don't know, people are sick, like, sick of, like, hero shooters, so it's, like, whatever. I would never play a game like Concord, to be quite honest. Because it's just, like, I don't give a fuck about, like, hero shooters, unless it's, like, TF2. And I'm kind of, like, sick of, like, live service games. I just find it impossible. These game companies don't know the game is trying to. Honestly, like, I would have, like, if I were some executive, I would have canned the game 3-4 years ago, and would have, like, Overwatch 2 is like a huge flop, somewhat, and like people like shit on it, and people are sick of it, and really the only one that's like stuck around is like Valorant, and like a few others, and like, you should have seen the writing on the wall and just been like, okay, well, let's put this, like, staff that obviously, like, has some, like, sort of talent and, like, make, I don't know, make a different game. Like, honestly, like, there's some stuff that I don't like about the design. Like, I don't like the character designs in Concord, or like their general like design philosophy, but that's just like a me thing. But put them to do something else. Like, I don't know, like there's gaps in the market for different things. Like, not every game has to be like this $100 million experience. Make smaller games. Like, you know, like the PS5 mascot, Astro, they did like a really good platformer. Make shit like that. Like, make games that, you know, cost you like maybe $10 million to make, but are fun to the point, and not live service, for the love of God. Ironic of people saying are Chinese expats too. I've honestly never have not seen like that commentary. They should have asked the project much earlier and distributed the devs in other projects. No one wants a V2 of a game with nothing groundbreaking to it. And I think I heard they had like a lot of lore for the characters and stuff, and it's like, bro, nobody's gonna care about the lore if like your game is shit. Like, imagine if trying to find like an app. Like, imagine if no one, like, I don't know. No, some US are trying to pass a bill to ban it. I've heard plenty. If people are gonna start buying the game up before something fucking dangerous that the US government is doing. They're like banning everything. We're coming back to the McCarthy era. I don't want to get political. They're just like going after anything that's like not American, I guess. I understand like security issues and stuff like that and like whatever, but the moment you start like, I don't know, I feel like they would probably end up banning stuff that they just don't agree with. But yeah, I don't really want to get Remember, this is the same Sony that shut down Japan's studio, which made some of the Sony's most unique and great games like Flip, Gravity Rush, and Shadow of the Colossus. Yeah. It just sucks that, you know, that's where they're at now. It just sucks that, like, yeah, no, I'm not gonna discuss. I'm pretty, like, stupid about politics anyway, so, like, I don't really have anything to add, other than, like, you know, not bringing that stuff up. And that everyone is allowed. That's my only thing. I think everyone's allowed their own happiness. They make good points, but who in China would want Moonlight? Yes. Dude, I don't know. That was one of the smartest things that I've ever seen in game design, where it's something so simple, yet a lot of games don't do that, where you buy equipment, you're allowed to equip it to the character immediately, and as soon as you buy it and equip it, they tell you, hey, we're going to buy your old item. It's like, I don't know. It's something very small, but I appreciate the fuck out of it. And to this day, there are a lot of games that just don't do so. Something simple that. So Zelda Link Between Worlds, basically. I don't remember that game very much. Well, I love that he has like the lady voice, but it was more of a rental system. So one with like yeah. You go flat Stanley on it. Dude, I did play that game and beat it. I love Between Worlds. I hope they port that game to the Switch or Switch 2. I love how people were freaking the fuck out on like what's it called? On about like, oh, the Switch 2 is gonna be announced with the indie thing. No, it's not. They're not gonna say anything until close to Christmas. Their stock still. Yeah, unfortunately there's a lot of 3DS games. Oh fuck! I remember now what game I wanted to get the Castlevania collection and stream that. That's the other, like the 3 Castlevania games I haven't played. I really want to play. I want to play the DS one though. Also, honestly, like, I don't know what they're gonna do with the new Switch, but now that the Steam Deck is a thing, like they're, you know, they have to realize that people are willing to pay like $300, $400 for like a powerful console. They'll announce it at the end of the year and then release it at the same time they did the original Switch. That makes sense. I'm not really in a rush to get like a new console. Because I need to see like Metroid Prime 4. I need to see like more games. First, they have to beat Sony in sales. That's not gonna be a hard ask. I think Sony's gonna end up becoming a software company. I'll cry if they announce a new Xenoblade game for the Switch accessory. It's better than 3. Really like 3. I heard the DLC is like way better than base game. Because nothing in 3 mattered, really, in the story. The DLC is way better. I just did not like any of the characters. And they came, like... I think I liked... Uni was, like, the one character that I liked. An FE4 remake would be so good, but that's... Yeah, I have no idea what they're gonna do with Fire Emblem at this point, because people like didn't really like the last one. but people really liked. But people really liked Three Houses, and from a gameplay aspect, I like Three Houses. I didn't like I like the story of Three Houses. The gameplay not so much, because it had like that Persona bullshit of like the school and like just too many chores. But I did like the gameplay for the last one. I did buy the pass for Xenoblade 3, so I guess I should play it. I have no reason not to. It's there on my library. I know they made Rex a chat. I didn't want to run. As long as Nintendo's president is in office, FE is eternal. Also, 16 and 17 are polar opposite of each other, literally. The thing 16 is sucks and vice versa. Yeah. I will say that the character designs in 17 are fucking bad. I mean, in my opinion, the DLC should have just been the game. That should have been Xenoblade 3. But 17 does have pretty colors. And yeah, it's Genshin Impact tactics. That's my problem with it. I still can't believe it's... Dude, Rex, like, got all of the girls. He literally was like, I don't have to choose. I'm Rex, bitch. Yo, Rex, got them all, you know? In my mind, Xenoblade 3, I had pictured a better game. Where it was gonna be like one character that is stuck between two warring. Sorry to have spoiled for you. People that care about Xenoblade already know. The only people that care about Xenoblade are the people that care about Xenoblade. Most people don't care about Xenoblade, past Chronicles. So I think Xenoblade 2, in my opinion, I like it a lot better than 3. But it's kind of divisive. When Rex said I love you all, he literally was not fucking joking. And that's kind of like what I love about I don't really care enough for Zeno to play it, but I care. Gotta pick Jones. I think the guy makes decent money. Ooh, game. Sound effects. Gotta give it to Mono. They stuck to the bit. Yep. I think deep down Monolith like loves Xenoblade 2 the most. Just why they were like, you know, it's like higher in Mithra, like the fucking most popular characters. Of course they do. It's got the mobs. Honestly, like people, like a lot of people are like they don't like Xenoblade 2, but I like it. Even despite the you know, the character design. Like I love everything about like character design. I don't have a problem with it, obviously, but to me, like I like the Saturday morning cartoon feel of Xenoblade 2. It's fun. The characters are silly. Like the game has a sense of humor about itself, and the characters are fun. Like if anything, the characters are great. But the game is like I don't like the music is great. I love that game. It's fun. I would probably replay it, but I need to give myself like another year or so. Or like if it runs on the Switch too and it'll run like better, then I will do it. I like how all the summonable blades have different artists. Yeah, that was fun. They got their favorite artist to like draw stuff. What do you think Intelligent System cares about Camilla more than Azura? I think the problem with like I think also like they gave Camilla more character than Azura. Azura's kind of like a wet blanket. If I'm not like, you know. She's not like they were trying to go for like a Rey kind of character, but they didn't do it right. I won't forgive if we're making instance it was whack as hell. Well, technically, like, well, yeah, no, from the Japan aspect, yeah. But Corn is like my favorite MC. I normally don't like self-insert characters for like games like Fire Emblem. I prefer having like a well-written protagonist rather than like having a protagonist where the entire world revolves around them because it's like your character. But Alir was fine. The problem is that like self-insert characters only work for stuff like, I don't know, like something like Baldur's Gate or something, where like the entire experience is customizable, or like Fallout or Skyrim. But if you're gonna do like a customizable character, but you only have a few set paths, and you can't really define your character, it doesn't work. Watch that shit. Alright, first critical of the game. Let's be critical. And then we decide as a society that when you imitate someone, you have to say, "Hi, this is X." Get kind of similar character structure to Fate's. I mean, they just fucking kill the mom right away. You know, the game would have been different if they just let the mom live. They don't have to kill her, right? Like, she doesn't have to necessarily die. Like, the story didn't necessitate for her to, like, you know, kill. Link. You are a parent, therefore you must be killed. It's almost like it's a good vehicle for like having like a character, like killing a parent is like a cheap way to get a character motivation going. Oh, my parent died. I will avenge them. Or it's like a cheap way to write like a sad moment. Instead of like... It's kind of like when you see a movie and they introduce like cancer to like a character like midway. It's like, oh my god, they have cancer. It's like audience movie. Like, I don't know. I don't like... I don't know. Well, sure, I do love it. Like, so I can't articulate this. Like, Uncle Ben syndrome, yeah. Remember, son, more than one wife will ruin your life. Ugh. And then fucking dies. Why don't you make a like a Spider-Man tactics game? That image is pure lemon. But a hero-based Fire Emblem does sound gas as hell. Closest thing we got was Marvel Midnight Suns, which is pretty good, not gonna lie. It's like the Spider-Man figure gun game. You know which one I've been meaning to try? You know the Pokemon Tactics game? That one I wanna check out. Nobunaga's invention. Got a nyat. Pokemon Birthright. Something's cool. But not. Yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. Yep. Like Alvin can take it. After this map, I'll save it. There are so many fucking that have been out for many years that I still haven't tried. Why would I, you know, buy new AAA or quote unquote quadruple A games? Companies that don't give a shit. When I could just play a game that is fun for the fun of it. not like a 60-hour slop Sony experience. It's more. It's a walking simulator with like sometimes shooting, and there are zombies. It's about revenge, but you know, the most onset like. If I'm not mistaken, I think you can recharge. Yeah, that was it. That's about it. Yeah, and that people don't own games or something like that. Pound cube. The pound cube. You pound on my cube till like open sun. They're all angry. Spire. Yeah, this is Golden Sun. Oh, is the sun golden or not? It's like, I don't know. Yeah, I guess. We need Shrek tech. I don't want to play anything Shrek. I think I'm good for like the next 30 years. After the hell that was like the Shrek party game. One day game publishers wondering why no one wants to buy their shitty live service. Yeah. The sun is actually green. Yeah. The fucking stream changed me forever. We live in a Shrek society. Make it to the next. Let's see. Oh shit! Oh red! Oh, just casually. No, come here. Come back here, you bitch. There's like 7 gens per. I think a Shrek RPG would actually be pretty good. I mean, if it's like a huge shitpost, then yeah. How do you want to play it? Like, ram apples. That honestly, like, if you get people that love making RPGs and you combine them with like the clever writing of like Shrek 1 and 2, you can make something like pretty fucking fun. Not gonna lie. But I think the problem, like, is that Shrek is such a huge IP that, you know, they're not. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know what they are. It's stopping point. Right. That was good. Well, thank you for hanging out, everyone. Appreciate it. It was a good anniversary stream. Don't forget that you can get the merch. The links are on the Twitch and pinned on YouTube and also in the description. Other than that, like, thanks for hanging out. I'll try to play Golden Sun again very soon. And yeah, hopefully another stream later this. Before I forget, Saturday, Centaur Day stream. I don't know what time. I'll think on it. It can't be later. Like, we'll see. But you know, it's gonna be pretty interesting. But yeah, keep an eye out for that one. Have a good one, everyone. And let me walk you all out. Bye bye, everyone. Later.